What is up and what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I'm SoCal Shaolin. Today I'm going to be hitting up, no, not Crunch. Actually, it's right next door. It's Comics and Stuff comic book store. It's a chain here in San Diego. They have about 6 of them all over the city. So this one right here is inside of a mall. That's why the gym's right next door. But we're going to go in, check it out. Hopefully we can find some good stuff in there. This one has like that old comic book store feel. They have a lot of old stuff, a lot of old toys, comic books, the bins and stuff. So we're gonna look around and hopefully we can get some good footage for you guys so you can see what this location is like. So come along and join me. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hit the subscribe button to keep up with future videos. Also, give me a follow on Instagram at SoCal Shaolin. So let's get this hunt started. Taking a look at some of the action figures I have here, a lot of old stuff. Here you see some Planet of the Apes figures, some Land of the Lost, which was a cool show growing up. And a lot of these figures, I could tell they've been here for a while because they have a lot of dust on them. So they've definitely been sitting on these shelves. So someone needs to come down here and pick these figures up. Babylon 5, who needs Babylon 5 figures? Come on. Got Vampire the Masquerade. Here's a cool one from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Dark Warrior, Soldier. Very awesome. Love that movie and toy line. And Dragonheart. All the same figure, but it's a great movie. The dragons for that toy line are pretty amazing if you've never seen them. You got some Spawn, Hook, awesome toy line and movie. And here we have some Road Warrior action figures. Haven't seen those in a long time. They have a nice selection of Spawn figures if you're into Spawn from the 90s. They have a lot of those here, as well as some other things here like Doctor Who, plenty of Doctor Who. And it's a pretty big store, pretty massive store. One of the big collections they have here of action figures is Toy Biz, Marvel Toy Biz. Here we have those Fantastic Four card backs that Marvel Legends is putting out right now in stores. I believe they have them at Target and Walmart. Just amazing artwork on that card. And here we have some of the side characters like Dragon Man. They got Blast Star, and of course you gotta have the X-Men series as well. Lots of figures made from that toy line. Here we got some of the X-Force figures right there. Alpha Flight, here's one you don't see very often. Very cool. A lot of Toy Biz at this Comics and Stuff location. Alright guys, my next stop in today's toy hunting adventure takes me to another Comics and Stuff location in San Diego. You see right behind me, this one's old, man. This is, I think, their #1 store, their original store. As you can see, all the old school like Spider-Man cardboards there, and it has very cool artwork outside of the wall. I'll show you before I head in. I did pick up some stuff at the one in the mall, the location. I'll show you when I get home. But first, let's see what they have in here. Hopefully we can come away with some other good stuff. Alright, so here's the outside of the store. Very cool artwork. See here, I believe that's the Max over here on this side. And you see over there Astro Boy. So it's right off the freeway. We got Jack Skellington here. Hellboy over here. The logo. We're gonna keep on going. Here we got Yoda. Pretty cool. And then over here we got Batman. I don't know who this chick is. Here we got Superman, Astro Boy right there, and then their logo. Wolverine over here, over in the corner. So let's head on in. Yeah, I've made our way through all those boxes at the entrance of the store. Check out some of the action figures, and just like the other comics and stuff, this one has a ton of Toy Biz 90 stuff. Look at those awesome Spider-Man animated series card backs, even Ghost Rider. Here's one you don't see often either as well, but those Spider-Man ones are pretty amazing, which is why, you know, they remade them in the Marvel Legends line. X-Men, of course, and here is a figure I've never seen before from the Venom series, Phage. Pretty awesome for $10. It's a really cool looking figure, especially if you're a Venom fan. It would be a nice pickup. But DC also gets some love here at the toy section. Of course, 90 stuff. There you got some Batman Forever, Batman and Robin 2-packs, the Riddler, and then the Legends of Batman line. Awesome figures from this line. Even got the Dark Knight. Just a whole bunch of cool stuff. Here we can see how big the store is. A lot of comic books and a lot of cards as well here at this location. You even see some vintage Ninja Turtles on card. You got Razar and Star Trek ones, and some classic ones like Mondo Gecko, and then Apollo 11, some of the rare ones, and then some Addams Family figures. I recently picked up 2 of those from the Toy Addicts, so if I want to get the rest of the series, I know who has them. Like I said, lots of sports cards here as well as Pokemon cards, so they have a little something for everything at this location. Here we got some of the more expensive card backs like that Metalhead, some Visionaries on card, those are cool to see, and then the rest of the Apollo 11 figures and a couple of Shogun ones. Those are awesome with their back metal armor. Here's a random box with a random Magic Johnson starting lineup action figure. I have a whole bunch of those guys. And then Star Wars, look at all that power of the Force. A couple of carded G.I. Joe Ninja Force figures. A couple of Star Wars knickknacks. Star Wars cards as well. Like I said, they have a bunch of cards, a whole bunch of things from the prequel series here. Some greatest vintage Star Wars figures, and then the wall of power of the Force. I'm definitely gonna come back here and check out what they have, because I recently got back into Power of the Force, and because they're so cheap I can pick up a lot of stuff. And what I like about it, it's kind of like the Marvel Toy Biz. It made so many figures, so many characters from the movies that were like background characters that you never thought would get an action figure, and they probably never will again. Here we got some more carded figures on the wall. We got some Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. There's a Blackbeard figure. They got a couple of those monsters from the Power Ranger series, which actually that Minotaur looks really awesome. Here's a toy line from a movie I love, from cheesy 90s movie, of course, but The Shadow. I've been wanting to pick these guys up, so I'm definitely going to go through those, see what they have. And comics and stuff always shows love to Doctor Who, so Doctor Who fans, you always have a lot to choose from here at these locations. And here they have a whole bin full of toy magazines. It's just kind of cool to go through them and see what toys came out in what years. They got like a Mattel Batman guide in the inside of that one. I've picked up a few of these myself for the collection. Just kind of cool to see all the toy lines that came out. You got some Toy Fair there. You even had some Tomarts toy guides. It's a lot of cool stuff, very nostalgic. Right here, I'm grabbing the Toy Fair magazines back in the days. Here we got some more figures, dinosaurs. If you're into dinosaurs, they have the whole family here, looks like it. aliens, which is always pretty cool to see these Kenner alien figures right here. I was tempted to pick up the Ripley because, you know, she is like the main character. And not only do they have aliens, they have predators as well. Predators made a whole bunch of cool looking predator aliens in that toy line. And you got some Looney Tunes figures, but that would do it for this trip to Comics and Stuff. Awesome store here in the San Diego area. Alright guys, that is it for me here at Comics and Stuff. Awesome store. I've been coming to the store since I moved to San Diego many years ago. This was the first store I started shopping at for comics and collectibles and toys, things like that. I did find some stuff that I'm taking back home with me. Awesome store. It was real busy. A lot of people in there. Cool shop. They had a lot of stuff, a lot of new inventory, as you saw. A whole bunch of boxes everywhere. So they'll probably be having some new stuff on the shelves pretty soon. So let's head on home, get out of this rain, and I'll show you what I picked up today. And I'm back home in the toy room, about to show you my pickups. But first I want to say Comics and Stuff. It's a chain, comic book store chain here in San Diego. They have lots of locations all over town, up north, down south, east, you know. They have a whole bunch of them, and they're pretty good. You definitely got to check out all the different comics and stuff because the pricing is different at some places, even though it's the same like company, right? But we went crazy. We bought a lot of stuff, a lot of 90s stuff. And yeah, this is probably stuff I'm going to end up opening. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I don't know. But first pickup, we got a Robin Hood Prince of Thieves. I did end up buying the Dark Warrior. This one was at the mall location. So pretty good. This is like my second one of these guys. I want to army build these guys since they are kind of like soldiers. And yeah, I'll probably end up opening this guy. I mean, they're cheap, you know, but cool. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves from Kenner, the old Kenner line. And these guys are notorious for having the molds of the Star Wars figures. Next pickup is a movie that I love a lot. My son and I watch this movie. He laughs his butt off during this movie, especially with the Lost Boys, and that is Hook. Hook made by Mattel. I ended up picking up the Lost Boy Ace. This thing was only $5. $5, and this I think is going to jumpstart my Hook collection. I've always wanted to get these figures. Captain Hook looks pretty cool, and so finding this for $5 was, it's definitely, I think, is going to jumpstart it. So I'm probably be on the lookout for more Hook figures in the future. Awesome pickup right here. And then the last few pickups are all from the same toy line. It's from a movie that came out in the 90s, The Shadow with Alec Baldwin. It's based on the old Shadow Pope comics from back in the days. And then, yeah, so I went crazy, and I think I'm going to be going all in on this line as well. It's just because they're cheap and they look cool, I believe. So here we have Dr. Makino. So one of the villains here. He wasn't even in the movie. Shi-Wen Khan was the guy in the movie. So, I mean, these cards are awesome. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I open these or what? Definitely, I want to pick up the taxi cab as well. That's what, in the movie, Taxi drives the Shadow around everywhere. You got this fancy car and these motorcycles. So it's pretty cool. So this guy has a little nice miniature Shadow figure right there. So pretty dope. And according to this, free Shadow Agent hologram ring when you buy any 2 Shadow toys. Expired already in 1996, so I don't think I'll be able to claim this holographic ring here. So I got this guy. And then the next figure I got was Ambush Shadow. The Shadow. So this is the translucent guy, because I guess this is what they did in order to make you know, disappear, because in the movies he's hides in the shadow. All you see is the shadow. so he's kind of invisible. So I mean, besides his cape, the whole figure is translucent clear, which is dope. I like it. I like translucent figures. These are awesome. So I got that guy. The next one is called Ninja Shadow. The Ninja Shadow. So I guess this is kind of supposed to be when he's training to become the Shadow. And his eyes look like that. They're like translucent. I don't know if you can tell. Right there, maybe. So it's pretty cool. So maybe you could shine lights. So it says figures eyes light up when light shines through the top of the head, with or without the hat. So that's cool. Almost kind of like a Thundercats Lion-O effect. Except this one you got to shine light. The Thundercats has that little ring you put in his back. So this is a cool figure. And the next one is another Shadow figure. This one's Lamont Cranston. So this is kind of like his Bruce Wayne, you know, alter ego. Because he is a wealthy guy. It's pretty much the same. And then you can transform him here. You got the Shadow. So this one would be cool, like to leave like this in this tuxedo form. You can see some kid cut up the points here in the back. And then old KB toy sticker right there. 3 for $5. Not a bad deal, man. I've only I had a job back then, you know. And then the last figure, another Shadow. This is Lightning Draw Shadow. So this is kind of like the main figure right here, your standard Shadow figure in his suit with his 2 big old guns right there. So that's cool. Hopefully, so I guess now looks like I need these 2 of the villains here in the back, or 3 of them actually. I got him, so now I need these 3 guys. And they're all, the one's a Mongol warrior, Shiwan Khan, in 2 different outfits. So pretty cool. The Shadow. I might be opening these if I have room in the toy room to display them. I probably will. If not, they're going to get put away for future display. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know down below what you thought of my pickups. Do you have any of these figures? Shadow, Hook, Robin Hood. Is this going to spark your interest? Are you going to be looking out for these guys as well? These are all still cheap. These were the most expensive figures, $10 a piece. And then the Lost Boy was only $5. Crazy, huh? So those are still on the cheap side. Those are some of these more obscure toy lines based on movies and stuff. So please let me know what you guys thought of comics and stuff. Let me know if you guys have ever been to those stores, if you live down here in San Diego. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button to keep up with my future videos. That's how you can support this channel and help us grow, man. Help us grow and keep going. More subscribers, man. Awesome. And leave the like button, of course, if you like the video. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. Make sure to give me a follow on Instagram at SoCal Shaolin. Until the next toy hunt, I am out.